Hello everyone, welcome back today. Today I'm going to be talking about some things that I observed, and something that's going to be used like as a cautionary tale for all the chosen. Okay. I remember reading a Bible verse. It might be in Revelations, but it talks about how his people and his children are slaughtered for his name's sake. Like always, his children are murdered and slaughtered for his name's sake, right? That verse never left my spirit, okay? And as I begin to look around and see that all of these people that are actually on the street, who are walking around barefooted, dirty, talking to themselves, they have been hijacked, okay? And I believe that these people were people who were children of God, okay? A lot of them, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them, a large portion of them are children of the Lord that carried great destinies. However, they may not have known that they carried certain destinies, okay? And it resulted in demonic dark forces, ravishing them, attacking their minds and rendering them disabled and dysfunctioning and possessed. Okay. I believe that's where the ministers that's in these churches that so-called got powers and they supposedly work for Jesus and all of this other stuff, they should be out here in the street casting out all these demons that's in these people, because that's what's going on with these people. These people need deliverance. There are spirits that have overtaken them. How do I know this? Okay, I'm gonna give you a few stories. Okay, just recently, I was talking to my mother. She called and she revealed to me that she had gone fully blind. Now, like the year before, she told me she was like going to get surgery, and I told her, don't do it. Don't let nobody mess with your eyes. And, she was pretty much saying like that the surgery is supposed to, help bring back full sight. Cause like at that time it wasn't 100% blind. Like she was just slowly going into blindness. Right. So fast forward a year later, I hadn't talked to her because we don't talk much, a year later, we're talking and she tells me that she's completely blind. Through the conversation, though, she said something to me that she should not have known about my life, which let me know that there was a monitoring spirit or some kind of familiar spirit attached to her. Then I put it together. I said, hold up. They did this to her. They have hijacked her. You know what I mean? They hijacked her, and now she's no longer herself anymore. They obviously have been working on her all these years, but now they fully have taken over her. Okay? And that's when I really came to the realization that spirits can inflict pain and illness on to people. And that's what's going on out here. We see all these people walking around with walkers and wheelchairs. These are spirits that are afflicting us. I'm telling you, based off what I've seen, every single disease that I've seen people have is spiritual. I know that for a fact now. Every single last one of them, right? So I get this revelation that my mother has been hijacked and she's no longer there. And that I can't at this particular time talk to her because I got things going on. And that this spirit that has hijacked her will obviously be trying to destroy my life. So I say to myself, I guess I can't talk to her. I got to move away. What can I do? I can't really talk to her because she's hijacked, But as time would prove, this is where the Lord started working on me and talking to me and telling me about my calling. It's like, damn, I'm just going to leave my mother like that, even though my mother's never been there for me. You know what I mean? But I never held her to it because I know this world can fuck you up. And I thought, I was blaming everything on the world, drugs, even though drugs are a substance that is a chemical that actually have spiritual essence to it. I wasn't necessarily seeing the full effects of not only it being this world, but the invisible world, the spiritual world that mess with so many humans. Like everything that we see going on is coming from those realms. They do not like humans. A lot of them do not like humans. So anybody who is just now tapping into spirituality, and you see it all online and everybody makes it look like it's this magical, beautiful thing, you need it in your life, be careful, okay? Because I don't believe that all of these spirits that people are tapping in with are actually spirits that truly care about humans. I think a lot of them are deceivers, and they perpetrate as angels of light, and that they want to help and they're benevolent. But I believe that they're ultimately, I think a lot. I haven't got a full revelation, so I ain't gonna say that, but I know this, it has to be going on. The Bible even talks about, Lucifer, perpetrating himself as an angel of light. So we know that they are deceptive and they could do these things. So they may come in and help you in the beginning, and then ultimately their thing is to get you close to them so that they can destroy you, because now they're familiar with you. You opened the door to them, and now they can begin to deceive you and ultimately destroy you and hijack your body, because they are spirits. A lot of spirits want to be in this realm, in a body. That's what makes them legal, and that's what makes them alive. You have what they need to operate. So just be careful with spirituality and just open yourself to any and every spirit. Make sure any spirit that you are dealing with is one that comes highly recommended, that people have used for decades and centuries, and you've really done your research on it. You know what I mean? Because once you get certain energies into your space, it may be hard to banish them. Okay, so just be mindful, young people who are online seeing all of this stuff and it looks like wonderland. Okay, so that's a disclaimer. Okay, so now I see this with my mother, and I say, okay, Lord, I see that this has taken place for my mother, and I thought to myself, like, dang, I've been running all my life. I've had to lose every relationship, essentially every relationship that I've ever had, because I would hear these demons coming through these people and they be talking directly to me. You understand what I'm saying? So I pretty much left everyone alone ever that I've ever known. You know what I mean? Because of this. But I said, is this the way to go? Like, as I'm growing, the Lord has revealed to me, is this the way that you want to continue to go? He's like, no. Don't you see what Jesus was doing? He was casting out demons out of people and bringing people back to health. This is what your calling is. This is what you're supposed to do. What are you going to do? Be in this world and be all by yourself forever in your little cube where it wasn't meant to be that? You need to go out and you need to begin to cast these demons out of all of your family members and bring them back to restoration, or at least, teach them and make them aware of these spiritual things. So I said, okay, it was a thought that came to me, and it's been there. You know what I mean? I haven't really acted much on it, but it's there. Now, a couple of times I've run into people that be talking to themselves, right? And I walk past them and they be done said something about my whole life. You know what I mean? Which lets me know that these people are possessed by something beyond that is talking through them. You know what I mean? And I used to say all these crazy people really ain't crazy, but it's not that they really ain't crazy, because I was like, they be knowing stuff. And it's not that they be knowing stuff, it's that they're hijacked by spirits. These spirits want our bodies. We have to protect our bodies. There's so many entryways for these demonic forces to come into our bodies. Okay, so you must be mindful. Obviously sex, right? Because with people carry familiar spirits, monitoring spirits. What else? And then maybe they might just even be dabbling into some black magic or something and dealing with entities. It could be your environment where you live in. You know what I mean? A spirit could just think that you're beautiful and decides to leech itself onto you and decides that you his girlfriend forever. You know what I mean? So these we just have to be mindful that there are things that are right amongst us that a lot of people can't see, that is really affecting and manipulating our realities. So we can't always trust what we see with these two eyes. We can't always trust the senses, because they're forever manipulating circumstances. So be mindful, okay? Be mindful of your entry points, because these are ways they can enter you: through your ears, what you listen to. These entities, they can travel through sound, okay? Through your senses, right? What I noticed is where I'm staying, there's like at nighttime, it's a stench that comes over the city. You know what I mean? And it's like some kind of smog, some kind of smell. But then I realized, I said, those are some spirits that descend on the city at nighttime. You know what I mean? So they can come in through your senses, through your nose. So if you ever smell any kind of foul odors, you know what I mean, close your windows and seal them up, okay, until that those spirits have left. You know, and most times they like to come out at night over a city. So your nose, your mouth, what you eat, okay, what we eat. We do know if you ain't growing your food. We do know, and shoot, forget about it, even if you ain't growing your food. Like I said, these spirits are in environments and they're highly intelligent. They can inject themselves into food items. So always make sure that whatever it is that you're eating, you pray over. You know what I mean? Just let this get into your mind, because I don't pray all the time over my food, but I know that I should and I'm supposed to. You know what I mean? So just try to incorporate these things in your life until it becomes a habit. You know what I mean? Because it's very important. The things you eat can instantly, you know what I mean, harm you and allow a spirit to enter you, okay, and cause all type of things in your bodies. We know that a lot of women, a lot of men too, but you know, with women, we hear about these fibroids all the time, breast cancer. I know for sure these are spirits that sit over the reproductive organs, and they wreak havoc on humans, okay? So your mouth, be very careful what you eat. Try to always eat high vibrational things, and always pray over your things, and perhaps cleanse any fruits, vegetables, or greens with some salt and water before you consume them to purify. You know, everything needs to be purified. We're in an age where darkness is merging with our world, okay? And I'm not sure, like everybody talking about all these extraterrestrials, they're nice, you know, they look after humans. I don't know if all of, I know for sure all of them ain't gonna be nice. I don't even know if half of them, I don't even know if any of them is good, but I know there's definitely some that's definitely going to be bad for us. So their world is blending into our world at this time. So you're going to just constantly need to be hearing these messages so that it can constantly stay in your mind. And finally, you're programming your mind to constantly be doing things that's going to protect you from these dark forces that are descending upon humanity at this time. Okay, so we just talked about, and now your eyes, what you're watching, what you're looking at, all of these ancient aliens, all these documentaries that's coming on about, you know, Halloween, you know, ghostly stuff, things from the other world. Be careful with that stuff, because the music they play and everything, it carries spirits. And then you looking at these visual images of these, grimy looking characters, you know, you're inviting them into your soul. It just takes a glance, okay? So, and be careful who you touch. You know, don't let anyone touch you. Again, people are carrying spirits with them. Not only are people carrying spirits with them, but some people that you think are people are not actually people. They are actually shapeshifters. You know what I mean? I've experienced this. I get this shapeshifter that comes every so often in the form of a man. And he's from the water kingdom. You know what I mean? And I believe like he's really like in love with me. You know what I mean? Like, and he manifests himself a lot of times through men from the Caribbean. And he's not fully human, you know, he's not fully human. He's a shapeshifter. So just know that by touching, they can touch you. You think you touching a human, you touching something from another world. Now remember that these things that are from other worlds, they're not really meant to be in our dimension. So touching them, looking at them, or anything like that can affect and have tremendous consequences on your body. That's why in the Bible it talks about when God say you can't look at him when he passes, because if you look at him you would die, right? I remember having a dream where I must have been somewhere in Egypt land, and they were doing a procession, and I believe they had Ramesses' body coming through. You know what I mean? They was doing a procession of him carrying his tomb. And when the parade came past me, I fell and I dropped to a lower level, because that's how strong their power is. I wasn't probably supposed to be in that dimension witnessing that, but I was there, and the power that came from them was very detrimental to me, that it knocked me down. And then I seen that that same scene that happened to me, I wound up seeing it in a movie that came out about some aliens before. Y'all probably know the movie I'm talking about. When the aliens came to Earth and they started to descend, I think a president was talking at the podium and then he just fell down on the ground, you know. And then we know, like, when these gods and these spirits or these extraterrestrials descend into Earth, they cause earthquakes, they cause fires. That, you know, that's their energy, you know, when it interacts with this Earth. When anytime you see any of that, you see tornadoes, anything, these are the gods, the aliens, the spirits descending onto our world, and that's the collision that it causes. So just know that just by touching, it's going to have a tremendous effect on you. So try your best, especially as the spiritual ones. We are talking about those of us who are spiritual. God has given you gifts. You have light. Light is something that is to be cherished and to be guarded. Okay. The people, like I said, the reason I'm doing this video is because these people that are out there, they have been harmed and hijacked, you know, for their gifts. Okay. So know that if you are a light bearer, that darkness is forever going to be after you. I had one demon tell me one time, he said, you think this is, because he was talking through my daughter's father, and he said, you think this is ever going to stop? I said, I'm just tired of this shit. Like, leave me alone, you know? And I heard the demon talk to him. The demon said, you think this stuff is ever going to stop? He said, you better learn how to fight, because this is going to be forever. You know what I mean? And that was definitely a demon talking. You know what I mean? And as I begin to grow spiritually, I realized, yeah, this ain't no one and done, you know, victories in spirituality. Because guess what? When you defeat darkness and you begin to defeat them, they're going to come at you harder because you're a threat. You know what I mean? Anytime you harm any of their satanic agents, they are coming for you full force. Okay? So know that. Okay? Got to stay prayed up, and you got to follow the things that I just said, because otherwise we can end up like all of these other people that we seeing out here that wind up, you see one person one week, they doing good, and the next week you see them, they done lost a leg and they done lost fingers and stuff, and they fucked up. I think King Von baby mother, one of his baby mothers, I think she had like a car accident and something. Like, I think she done lost some legs and she done lost some arms. Like, you know, she had like 2 back-to-back type of accidents that happened that caused her to lose some limbs. You know what I mean? This is these demonic forces. Okay, hold on. These are these demonic forces that are after us light bearers. So you need to take your spirituality very, very serious, young people. Okay? Where we seeing these young, innocent children wind up dead or missing. They are coming after that innocence, that light. Okay? They are coming after it. They want it. And they go by any means. If they have to render you dead, opposed to disabled, they will do it. So please, please hear me. And as I'm talking to you, I'm always talking to myself, because as I have these revelations, I'm like, wow, I've been bullshitting out here. You know what I mean? But I know it's perfect timing for the season that I'm in. So we just have to be diligent. We can't be slacking not 1 minute. Everything should be serious to us. You know what I mean? We have a mission, we have a goal, and we have a destiny, and we got to stay on it. Otherwise, it's very possible that we could be out there like them folks that we see walking on the street, and you wonder what happened to them. You know what I mean? That's what happened to them. You know? I've been getting some serious attacks, some serious attacks on my mind, you know? Serious attacks. I've had these satanic agents tell me, they said, why are you so strong? They've been trying to break me for forever through people that they had sent to me, that I was too young in my spirituality that I knew that that's actually what was going on. And when I sit back and remember the things that people would say to me, why are you so strong? These satanic agents been working on me for a long time. I'm telling y'all to keep your spirit strong. Know that you hold the light and you are connected to something great. You are connected to the Most High, who will never leave you nor forsake you. However, you got to be careful out here, because one slip up, your ass can be in the morgue, okay? And then if you in the morgue, that's a win for their kingdom, right? That's a win in their kingdom. Somebody rises in their kingdom because of our loss. So we in this shit to win. We in it to win it. So gotta be diligent. Got to. I'm trying to think. I think there was some more stories that I wanted to corroborate with this, but I'm pretty sure you guys have witnessed it. You know, that's what's happening out here. People are being overtaken, but the chosen, those of us who are healers, right, who were called to heal, we are not only to heal people who have sicknesses that don't deal with the mind. You know what I mean? We are to heal and deliver people from these demons that render them blind and deaf. All of those blindness, deafness, breast cancer, these are demons. We need to begin to go out and, first off, we need to get the knowledge. We got to know that that's what's happening, get the training, and then begin to cast out these demons out of people. Because a big thing that I'm hearing in the conscious community that's been going on for years is everybody's like, oh, you got to leave these people behind. You got to just walk away from them. And listen, I am the queen of cutoff. I keeps it moving. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm the type of person, you get one chance with me, you fuck it up, I don't go backwards. I don't never go backwards. You know what I mean? But when it comes to family members, right, or just people in period, what I'm gonna do? Like I said, it's a time for solitude, but we also need to be around our human family, and I believe that's what these demonic spirits want too. They want they want to further isolate us so that we feel unconnected to humanity, and it's like, oh, that's them and this is us. No, those are our human brothers and sisters too, where something has been done to them. And we have the wisdom and knowledge, right, that something is done, and we need to do our best to be going out saving our race. Because ultimately it's looking like, you know, like all these movies been showing, you know, the humans against the aliens, okay? And if that's the case, we gonna lose if we ain't got all of our soldiers. So we can't just be looking over there and be like, oh, well, that's them. They fucked up. I ain't fucking with them. They low vibers. They low vibrational. No, it's our duty to bring them up. And that's going to come with great wisdom, okay? That we have to bring them up, because that makes our army stronger, okay? Our army has to be strong. The more bodies, the more power, okay? So we don't want to have our brothers and sisters transforming to the other side, you know, because we are too ignorant to realize what's happening, and too disconnected to feel connection to another human being and not see ourselves in them. So again, everybody stay diligent, stay in training. Every day you should be learning your craft. If you are a healer, if you are a deliverer, you need to be in the classroom every day. Every day you need to be in the classroom, because truly there is an army rising up right now. You know what I mean? And we are mighty. We are powerful. And it's time for action. So with that being said, that is the conclusion of this video. Peace.